ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Here's Rubio up top. Leads 3. Nothing going here on that drive. Ricky Rubio. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And finishes strong.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Nothing going here on that drive. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Here's Harden with the rock. They love this hustle. Rubio into the front court. Up by 3. Driving right to the basket. Ricky Rubio looking good. 4 for 5.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Harden in possession. Down 5. Has a chance and strokes it.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Kenneth Faried pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Harden with it up top. They're down 3. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
You see this all the time. The defensive player is establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Off the mark on the first free throw. No good. Missed them both. Phoenix has the ball. Rubio against the KG veteran Iguodala. Probing the defense. Driving's Rubio, but he can't get it to fall.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Leads 1. Ricky Rubio. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Harden with the basketball. Down 3. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Harden for 3, and the Suns right there for the rebound. Here's Rubio up top. He'll run the offense. Cashes in for 2.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Rockets have the ball. It's Westbrook. Step back jumper.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Rubio to Booker. Rubio. DeAndre Ayton, 3 seconds. It's going the other way. Westbrook to Capella. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Rubio into the front court. His team up by 1. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Ricky Rubio at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. The free throw good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Rockets in control of the basketball. James Harden trying to cash in. Off the mark. Here's Rubio into the front court. Looking to make something happen. The drive right to the basket. Clint Capella sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Harden into the front court. Down 4. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
2 for 2 on that trip. Rubio matched up with Harden. To Booker. Rubio knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds off of Harden. So it stays with Phoenix. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Clint Capella with the block. Houston with the basketball. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Booker sizing up Eric Gordon. Going to launch beyond the arc. Man, that was a tough shot.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. So the Rockets hold on to the basketball. Picked up by the Suns. Throws it down.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds off of Harden. Rubio to Mikal Bridges. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession, though.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. Sizing up the defense. Driving right to the basket. James Harden, 4 out of 10.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Rubio here against Harden. Runner's good there.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Harden in possession. They trail by 7. Nice pass to get things going.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
And the finish at the rim.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Harden in possession. Right now, down 7. To Capella. Shot from the lane won't go. Willie Cauley-Stein swats it. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Westbrook, great feed, sets it up. Short jumper and a putback slam.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Russell Westbrook powers it through. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Kenneth Faried tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. That's now 5 in a row without a single miss.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
It goes down.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
To Westbrook. Down for Iguodala. And the nice finish at the rim.
I remember the first time I saw Andre Iguodala was my junior year of college. He was a freshman at the University of Arizona. I thought to myself, wow, this kid could be a lockdown defensive player. Obviously, he's exceeded all expectations in that category, turning into a star once he got into the league. And now, he's still answering the bell.
To Rubio. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. DeAndre Ayton. Got it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Houston takes over. To Westbrook. Trying to cash in. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Come on. You knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient, and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Rubio against Westbrook. Cruises inside for two.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. It's Rockets ball. And the basket good at the rim.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Rubio. Nothing going here on that drive. Rubio calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Korver. Five on the shot clock for Phoenix. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores. A shot at the buzzer. And it's no good as time runs out on the first quarter of play. About to start the second quarter. Both teams very productive offensively at the outset.
You know why?
Why?
Because of the versatility. Because this is positionless basketball, which makes it beautiful to watch. Everybody can triple threat, dribble, drive, shoot the three, do things from long. Distance, it's a thing of beauty where this game is going.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. They trail by 1. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Gordon with it. He'll run the offense. And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Substitution being made in this one. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Rubio picked up by Westbrook. DeAndre Ayton to Rubio. That's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Devin Booker had made his first couple, but he misses there. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Russ at the controls. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Here's Rubio up top. Leads a bucket. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Ricky Rubio trying to cash in on the 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is up to 5. Harden with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Eric Gordon at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw good as he finishes off the 3-point play. They're back within a bucket. Rubio to Booker. Here's a chance from long range. Devin Booker in his own desert. No one in sight, and he takes advantage.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
From the painted area, won't go down. Rubio into the front court. Up 5. Nothing going here on that drive. Rubio to Booker. Has a chance. Look out, Devin Booker. He's now 4 for 6.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Booker. Fires the three. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Fareed, knocked loose. Taken by the Suns.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Nothing going here on that drive. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Gordon with it. Down 5. To Fareed. Kenneth Fareed powers it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Rubio, defended by Eric Gordon. Clint Capella rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Kenneth Fareed, couple of free throws on the way. A career 65% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Here's Rubio into the front court. Lead is 2. DeAndre Ayton to Rubio. Nothing going here on that drive. Five on the shot clock for Phoenix. Booker. No good. That's great defense. To Westbrook. Out of bounds. Last touch by Russell Westbrook. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Booker guarded by Russell Westbrook. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Oh, with the foul and a chance coming up at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Russell Westbrook. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 81% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. DeAndre Ayton. To Booker. From long range, he continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Russell Westbrook at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Misses the first. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Phoenix with it. Devin Booker. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Gordon with it. They're down 3. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Booker. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Devin Booker trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. The free throw good. Caps off the 3-point play. The lead is 4. Russ at the controls. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Booker. Not that time. Westbrook across the timeline. Down 4. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Booker. Tough shot. Well defended. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Rubio against Harden. To Booker. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Eric Gordon finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting after winning the previous year. But what's even more astonishing is watching his development at his time in Houston. In New Orleans, often it looked like he was lost. But there's no doubt about it. In H-Town last year, he found a second life.
Devin Booker. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Harden. Gets it down to Capella. Slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And now Houston has the basketball. Knocked loose. Westbrook, the drive, right to the basket. Clint Capella. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Count the basket at the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Fareed. Lays it up and in.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
Rubio. And he scores. Jay, how do you stop that?
Ed, this is like show and tell back in kindergarten. You show the ball, and then you tell him with the easy lay.
Going back to the pre-K days, Jay. James Harden at the controls. Driving right to the basket. Down the lane to lay it in.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
To Harden. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
This is a statement game for this unit. This defense has generated a lot of easy offense. And the one thing we know in the league, easy offense is hard to come by.
Booker against Westbrook. Beyond the arc for three. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Rockets have the ball. 4-3. Off the mark. Tyler Johnson matched up with Harden. Easy path to the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Harden with the basketball. Down 3. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Clint Capella, huge block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Rubio sizing up Iguodala. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Westbrook with it. Under a minute to go before halftime. Knocked loose. That one out of bounds off a Rocket. Rubio. And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Ricky Rubio at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. 1 free throw, count it. It's a 3-point play, and the lead up to 8. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. To Westbrook. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Westbrook. Nice pass to set things up. The monster stuff. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Rubio. And scores. Strong take.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Rises for the slam. Rubio hardens on him. Give him 2 points. High percentage. Late heave to beat the buzzer. So the 2 teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Suns will start the second half with a narrow lead. And while they do have an advantage on the scoreboard, you can be sure they like to grow their lead. They've been putting in the kind of effort that can lead to a positive outcome, which is, of course, a win. These are the guys getting buckets to the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Blocks.
After
Player of the half.
Ricky Rubio has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Who was cold? Player of the half.
Great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
Of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half.
Player of the half.
Just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Who was cold? Player of the half.
Ricky Rubio was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Player of the half.
Ricky Rubio has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Player of the half.
Ricky Rubio did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Player of the half.
Ricky Rubio has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Player of the half.
Ricky Rubio was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. And that concludes our halftime.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Layup goes down. Well done.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
It's Russ at the controls. Probing the defense. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on a shot.
Rubio hardens on him. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. Oh, it's been scrappy. Let's see who can take the jump. Fires the three. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Rubio. And he finishes at the rim.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Knocked loose. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. And counted at the rim.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Russell Westbrook with the rock. Great pass to set it up. Whoa! What a finish!
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Harden. Short jumper off the mark.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Curling inside, Rubio. And finally, play is stopped on the tie-up. After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball. DeAndre Ayton. Five on the shot clock for Phoenix. Has a look. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's in the hands of Harden. A big finish at the rim.
I mean, if you have athletic ability like that guy offensively, as soon as you beat your man, if you don't beat him off the ground for the jump, you have no chance.
Harden into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Good. Off a spin.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Rubio against the former MVP. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Ricky Rubio trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. To Rubio. Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. After the tie-up, they'll throw it up and see who gets the possession. DeAndre Ayton. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Ooh, Whew, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
And this will